Hey everyone, Richard from Digital Foundry here with a three-way analysis showing Assassin's Creed Syndicate on our budget PC compared and contrasted with the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions. Now, first up, a quick word of explanation about the equipment and the settings here. The budget PC features an Intel dual-core processor running at 3.4 GHz, while we have overclocked our reference GTX 750 Ti. We've got an extra 200 MHz to the core and a 400 MHz increase to memory, giving us 6.2 gigabits per second of VRAM bandwidth. On top of that, we have 8 gigs of DDR3 running at 1600 MHz. Now, somewhat bizarrely, Syndicate has a very small amount of quality presets available, basically covering environment detail, shadow quality and texture detail. In all cases we've pushed these to the high setting, which is a good match for the consoles. Anti-aliasing is set to FXAA, again matching PS4 and Xbox One, but we have allowed ourselves some indulgence with HBAO plus ambient occlusion. It seems that the consoles operate with the equivalent of SSAO. The big downgrade is a reduction in resolution to 1600 by 900, the same 900p we see on console. We would have preferred Full HD 1080p, and it actually worked out fairly well for a lot of gameplay, but we could see dips below 30 FPS, especially on cutscenes. And yes, we have introduced a 30 FPS cap to match the consoles. We're using Nvidia's half-rate adaptive VSync here, which locks to 30 FPS, turning off VSync if we don't hit that frame rate target. You'll note that throughout this analysis this just doesn't really happen, though extended gameplay did see some small frame rate drops and occasional tearing creep in on cutscenes. The bottom line is that while PS4 and Xbox One do drop frames during gameplay, our budget PC is remarkably solid and holds up nicely. Based on these tests, a modern i3 processor is clearly fast enough to keep Syndicate running at console level standards, but we suspect that moving up to a GTX 950 could easily keep us north of 1080p 30 at console equivalent settings. Indeed, we could probably introduce higher grade shadows. PCSS is an option here, but overall it's a little disappointing that there isn't more scalability in the available options, and there isn't really much room to maneuver here, and that's a bit of a disappointment, especially so when you have a higher level PC with a quad-core Intel CPU and something like a GTX 970. Anyway, we'll leave you with the rest of the analysis. Remember that you can show your appreciation for our work with a like, but pressing that subscribe button would really make the hard work worthwhile. That's all we have for now, thanks for watching.